All right, everyone. Hello and welcome back to the channel. All right, now, so here's a video that my good friend Shirley sent me. And Shirley, thank you for the video. Now, the video deals with the frauditor that we all know as Sean Paul Reyes, a.k.a. the Long Island Frauded, a.k.a. America's biggest jackass. Oh, now after you watch this video, I think you will agree with that Sean is America's biggest jackass. Whereas Sean went to a DMV where another frauditor ended up getting arrested, thinking that he was going to make some changes. Him with his 500,000 subscribers was going to go into this DMV and put people in check, or should I say the employees in check. And let me just say, after watching this video, you will see that it was Sean that was put in his place and kicked out. Let's get into the video and let me show you this.
Today we are at the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation Driver's Lesson Center here in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting inside the Department of Motor Vehicles here. Security officer to our left. It's over here on the right of the office. Some public notices. The use of any camera and or video recording devices is prohibited in all Commonwealth-owned leased work sites. Pennsylvania Department of Transportation. It's very interesting how none of these signs have any sort of statute associated with them. Very, very interesting. But we have our friendly reminder that they're always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we, the people, record them. We have so many cameras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
How may I help you, sir?
Hey, how are you, ma'am?
How you doing?
Do you work here?
Yes, I do. No recording, please.
In what capacity do you work here, ma'am?
We're going to allow no recording.
There's no recording. Why would that be?
Traffic question, do you have any service that we can help you with?
Oh, yeah, I'm an independent journalist. What's your name?
Okay, give me 1 second.
I can't get your name, ma'am, so I just know who I spoke to.
It's a government building, that's why they don't allow it.
It's a government building. Don't you think that we should have more transparency in government buildings? You don't think that? You don't think so, ma'am?
Sir, would you be able to stop recording?
I think you should obey the rules.
Obey the rules, even if it's a lack of transparency?
Well, you're videoing me and you didn't ask my permission.
Well,
so that's
you were
kind of rude.
well, you were talking to me. Oh, I'm not trying to be rude to you, ma'am.
We're all not trying to be nice.
Immigration stuff information, we have to stop processing at this moment. I do apologize for this.
This is what you're causing.
No one's disrupting anything.
Wait, for what?
Why do you need to stop services?
All right, so let me jump in here and answer Sean's question on why the DMV feels they need to stop services. Now, how many videos have we seen where the frauditors tell the individuals at the location where they're frauditing that the onus is on that location to create the privacy for the people? How many videos have we seen? I've seen plenty of them, right? Well, here this location is fully aware of frauditors. They've interacted with that dizzy chick, Riot Radio Girl, Rebel Girl, or Ghetto Girl, whatever the hell she wants to call herself at this moment, okay? They're fully aware of frauditors and YouTube and all this BS that, hey, listen, when they come in, because they already know they're not going to listen to them. They try communicating with these people on a normal interaction, and as we all know, as you just seen with Reyes, you can talk into your blue in your face. He's going to do what he wants to do. Okay, well, here they are. They're creating the privacy. They're going to stop services. They're giving the frauder the opportunity. Go ahead, fraud it. Record all you want. When you're done, we'll go back to the to normal services, right? Now it's on the people. Now it's on the people, okay? The people, he so far says he's fighting for their rights, right? Well, if the people are okay with people going in there and recording, well, they won't mind the waiting until he's done recording, right? But it's not going to work that way, okay? Because that's not the reaction that he's looking for. He's not looking to almost get his ass kicked, okay? He's looking to get into a back and forth argument with the employees, okay? Now, again, I say, if the people were okay with people going in there recording, don't you think the people would be backing Reyes up? But you don't see that. You're not going to see that either. Because not everybody is kissing his ass. Not everybody's up Reyes' ass thinking that what he's doing is right. Okay? So, again, the majority, in my opinion, majority rules. That's the way I see it.
What are you doing? Seriously.
I mean, if you would ask me what I'm doing, I would tell you. Okay, I'm an independent journalist. I've received many complaints about this facility here through people, real people.
Okay, well maybe you should.
I understand that, but I understand that.
I made an appointment with the
But why? This is a taxpayer-funded facility.
But make an appointment like all of us.
This is a taxpayer. Yeah, you didn't make an appointment to come here, did you? You just walked in because.
I called my son. Said, hey, are you busy? Because I need to go to Penn.
You don't think it's ridiculous? Hey, relax, everyone, relax.
You're not doing any business.
You're upset at the people who are stopping serving you, not me. They are stopping you from serving.
It's time to leave.
Hey man, you need to calm down. Hey,
No,
hey, you need to calm down.
It's time to leave.
You need to calm down, sir. You're gonna get yourself hurt. Stop it.
No,
I'm going to get myself hurt.
Stop.
No,
Stop it.
not.
Stop it, sir. You're gonna get yourself hurt.
It's time
Stop
for you to
it.
leave.
Your problem is with them, not me.
No, my problem
The
is
problem
with
is
you.
with them.
It's time for you to leave.
No, sir.
Can't you read the fucking signs?
Relax, sir. Relax. Sir, I'm not breaking any laws here.
It's time to leave,
I'm here.
asshole.
All right, relax. You're gonna get yourself hurt, man. Seriously, I don't want to hurt you.
You're lowering yourself to his level.
I don't want to hurt you, sir. I'm here working on a story for. Okay, but I'm an independent journalist. Don't do it. Don't do
time to
it.
leave.
Don't do it.
Leave now.
Listen, man. She's really saving you right now because I promise you, I'm not in the
Listen,
mood.
I'm telling you to back up.
He's come up to me.
Back up
I'm not
away from
backing
me.
up.
You're more than 6 feet. Back up.
Both of you came up to
No,
me.
I didn't come up to you.
You did too.
Can't you read the signs?
They're stopping from serving you. That's not my
please back
problem.
up.
They
You
are.
are
They hate transparency, sir. They hate transparency.
Can't you read the signs?
I hope you are videotaping because you're being rude.
How am I
I'm
being
asking you as
rude?
a nice lady. I'm holding this gentleman back.
That's good for him.
Please.
Good for him, man. But listen,
No,
I'm not breaking
good
any
for you.
laws.
You're an ignorant, rude human being.
How am I? I don't understand. For promoting transparency in our government.
Transparency. Who do you work for?
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay, who are you going to sell your story to?
Independent. I publish myself.
Post it
There's a
on
lot of
where?
corruption going up.
Post it where? On the internet?
There's a lot of corruption going on in this building. A lot of
Get
people have been
out.
complaining about this facility here,
Get
and I'm here to
out.
ask
And I hope
questions.
the cops-
All right, so let me jump back in here real quick. Whereas we all just heard Reyes comment that there's a lot of corruption in that DMV. He's been getting many complaints, and let me say, how many videos have we all seen where he goes to the location and he says the same damn thing? Now you're gonna hear Reyes make that same comment throughout the video a couple of more times, okay? And at the end, that's when I was picking up that here he is talking to the trooper who kicked him out, let him know if you don't leave, you're going to be arrested too, okay? That's when he opened up and said the truth. I'm here because another frauder was here who got arrested, okay? So again, he proved that he's a straight up liar, and if you notice how he was a tough guy with the little guy there that was telling him to leave, you're going to notice right now another individual that looks like could give Reyes a run for his money. Oh, you're going to see Reyes put his tail between his legs, okay? He wasn't so tough with this guy. So to me, Reyes just showed that he's a straight up bitch. Straight up bitch. In my book, straight up bitch.
Come and arrest you.
You hope the cops come and
I really
arrest
do
me.
now.
Okay. What type of country are we living in where you hope,
The United
where you
States
hope,
of America,
yeah, where you
people
hope,
are
where you hope people
polite,
will come here and arrest me
kind,
for asking
peaceful.
questions of my
No,
government.
You're stuck stopping government work.
They're stopping
You're
it, not
costing
me.
taxpayers
They're
money.
stopping it.
You're wasting my money, dude.
No, I'm
Do you know
not.
I pay taxes?
You're,
Yeah, you are. Every person in this building pays
they,
taxes
but what does my recording have to do with them working?
because you're not allowed to record them.
I have a
Or
First
anybody
Amendment,
else.
ma'am.
You did not ask
If you would be
anybody in
reasonable
here.
and have a reasonable
No, now you
conversation,
made me mad.
How did I
I'm a
make you
bitch
mad?
now.
You-
I could care less about you. and
how did I
whatever
make you
do.
mad? How did I make you mad?
Because all these people have to
Sir, are you
sit
on the phone with the law enforcement? Listen, there is no reason for any of this. There's no reason for any of this. What's wrong with somebody, a concerned citizen, asking questions of his government?
Do you need to call the cops too? Because, you know,
I guess the more people who call the cops. What kind of country do we live in? Do you want somebody to get arrested for exercising their rights?
God bless
Doesn't
you.
make any sense. They're making it
Have a
inconvenient.
great day.
But they're making it inconvenient, sir, not me. But they are, not me. I'm here to work on a. People have been complaining about this. Okay, but people have been complaining. People have been complaining about the services here.
I left work to get my son a
Okay. I'm not. They are. They are.
because of what you're doing. So if you would do us a favor, go outside.
They are.
I got shit to do.
Yo,
Get
why
the
are you
fuck out
coming
the
up
store.
on me, man?
Why the fuck am I coming up to you? Because you fucking knocking everybody's fucking time the fuck out the
They
fucking
are.
room.
I'm here working on a store. I'm
I don't
exercising
care
my
about your
rights.
store.
Okay, I don't care.
I don't
you don't
care.
have to.
Fuck
You don't
your
have
little camera.
You don't
Fuck
have
you.
to carry about your story. You don't have to carry about the
Then go the
story.
fuck outside.
Listen, man, you don't
Go
gotta carry about the
outside.
story, bro.
Yeah,
You
take your
don't,
fucking glasses off.
you don't
Go
gotta
outside.
care about
Come
the
on.
story.
Come on, go
You don't
outside.
gotta carry about the
Come on.
story, bro.
Come on.
Bro, listen.
Go
I'm
outside,
gonna
come on.
ask you to just stop.
You can
Just
smile
stop.
on my face all the fuck you want. Come on.
Just
Come
stop.
on.
Just stop.
Come on.
Just stop.
Come on.
What am I doing to get my point
Come
across?
on. Come on, buddy. Come on.
They're the ones stopping you, not me.
Come on.
They're the ones stopping you. Coming for what?
You're causing a whole fucking distraction.
You are. You are. I'm peacefully
Bro, I'll
recording.
smack that fucking phone out of your hand right the
Listen,
fuck now.
bro. Bro,
What?
listen.
What?
Listen.
What?
You better stop. I'm telling you, you better stop.
What? What?
You don't want. Listen. Whatever. Man.
I don't
do,
want
do
what?
what you want. Do what you're gonna do.
I don't want what, pussy?
Listen, do what you're gonna do.
I don't want what?
Say what you want to say.
I don't want what?
All right, well, there you go. Tell me you don't notice the bitch in Reyes. The bitch, okay? You noticed how quick he was to be tough with the little guy there who was telling him to leave, but now here comes somebody that will give him a run for his money. Did you hear Reyes tell this guy, watch it, back up, you don't want to get hurt, I'm not in the mood for it, and all that other BS that he was telling the little guy? Oh, to me, again, I say, Reyes, straight up bitch. I don't understand how people look up to this guy. Again, I say, Reyes, a bitch.
For what?
You're causing a whole fucking distraction.
You are. You are. I'm peacefully
Bro, I'll
recording.
smack that fucking phone out of your hand right the
Listen,
fuck now.
bro.
What?
Listen.
What?
Listen.
What?
You better stop. I'm telling you, you better stop.
What? What?
You don't want. Listen. Whatever. Man.
I don't
do,
want
do
what?
what you want. Do what you're gonna do.
I don't want what, pussy?
Listen, do what you're gonna do.
I don't want what?
Say what you want to say.
I don't want what?
Say what you want to say. Sure. I'm gonna wait outside for the police officers so that way they could handle it, because at the end of the day, I'm just here promoting transparency. I'm not trying to hold up. I'm not talking to you. I'm not trying to hold up your business. I'm not. That's not my intention. Okay, but my intention is to exercise my rights. They've been violating people's rights here, and they've been giving it. How?
How? They stop working.
What kind of country do we live in? Do you not like a free press?
Do you not? No, I don't like you.
You don't.
I
Oh,
don't like none
you don't
of
like
your
me.
paper. I
Okay,
don't like your
great.
paper. I don't like who you are. You are a very ignorant man.
Wow. Really? Insane. I'm gonna wait for law enforcement out here. Yeah, no problem. No problem. We're gonna wait for law enforcement here.
I appreciate you doing that, man, because I'm trying to get my
Listen, I don't want to listen. They're the ones holding it up, not me. You know that, right? I get that.
There's no videos in there.
I get that, but listen. I'm just trying to hold my government. I'm just trying to hold my government accountable, right? Transparency, right?
They shutting out us down.
That's not my intentions, brother. That's not my intentions. I'm just here to exercise my rights, man. I'm trying to help the people. That's all. Hey, I'm coming out here to wait for law enforcement. That's, I don't want to hold anybody up. That's not my intention. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. The whole Department of Motor Vehicles here inside just revolted. It's insane. They just revolted on us. That's insane. But we're gonna wait out here for law enforcement. See, they do that on purpose. They're trying to stop services to people and then blame it on me. She made that whole announcement that she's stopping services because of my recording. But there was no need to stop the services whatsoever. There was no need, ladies and gentlemen. They didn't have to do any of that. They did that because they wanted the people to turn against me. Because what? People don't want to waste their time. I understand that. I get that 100%. They don't want to waste their time. But people are in there getting escalating the situation. It makes no sense whatsoever. Getting tough. How many times are people going to threaten me to, meet them in the parking lot? Absolutely ridiculous. Words are just words.
All right, so can you believe the BS that's coming out of Reyes's mouth? That the people that are there conducting legitimate business, they're the ones that are escalating things. Not the individual. Not the individual who's there causing drama just so that he can post it on YouTube. Oh, no. He's not the one escalating. It's the people that are there conducting legitimate business. Now, that's truly funny. Now, you would think these frauditors that say they're fighting for the people. Now, don't you think if the people felt that they didn't have an issue with people coming in there recording as they please, don't you think those people would have got up and sided up with Reyes and argued with the employees? Hey, we don't have a problem. It's all right to record and so on. That's the way I see it. If the people felt they didn't have a problem with this, they would have sided up with Reyes and went against the employees. But that's not what happened. People understand why that sign of no recording is there, for the safety of everybody, okay? So, again, Reyes and other frauditors don't take into consideration when they go into these locations, if the people truly felt that they had a problem with the policy of no recording, well, shit, right there on the spot, they would be siding up with the frauditors. That's my opinion. If I were there and I felt that, hey, that policy of no recording, I don't agree with it, I'd be right there siding up, pulling out my phone and recording. But you don't see that. And that's only because people understand why that policy of no recording is in effect. Now, that's my opinion. And I think most of you, if not all of you, will agree with me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the Pennsylvania State Troopers have arrived. Hopefully they do the right thing and calm the situation down, because someone's going to get hurt. Could be me, could be anyone. They're trying to start some sort of uprising in there by denying services to people. Hey, sir, how are you?
Were you witnessing a fight?
Was I witnessing a fight?
Yeah.
No, some guy just came up to me and started threatening me. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Yeah, Trooper Gentili, 12737.
Thank you, Trooper. Yeah, no, I was just inside. I was waiting in line. I was looking at some of the public documents in there. I'm an independent journalist. My name is Sean.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And I was just taking some pictures of public documents in there, and apparently I guess the supervisor came up, and no one had an issue with me recording, but when the supervisor said that they were going to stop all functions and not help anybody, people got really upset really quickly. And like I said, I understand. It wasn't about the recording. It's about them stopping services. And I can understand.
That's their policy here.
I understand, but I get their policy. But when the policy goes in direct contradiction of the United States Constitution, freedom of press, transparency, accountability in government, I've received complaints about this department that they violated people's rights in the past. I was just here peacefully, at this center specifically.
Okay. What kind of
so, just that someone actually was arrested here for journalism. You've seen the video, yeah. Yeah, so somebody was arrested here. Listen, I'll tell you right now, Trooper, I don't want to be one of those people arrested here. That's for sure.
Yeah,
we could
do this all day,
we could take it out.
Here if you want.
Yeah, we could take it into a federal court if it needs to come to that. But again, I wasn't.
Well, there you go. The truth comes out. He hasn't been receiving any complaints about that DMV. It's all about this dizzy-ass chick being arrested there and he wanting to look like the hero to his supporters as well as this dizzy-ass chick, okay? Hey, that's the way Reyes' mentality works. Now, think about what he just said. This can be fought in federal court. Well, hey, the dizzy-ass chick has been arrested there. Use her case to fight it in court. And maybe if the judge judge decides that you're right, then they'll remove that policy of no recording. I doubt it, but you got her case there. Use it. Why continue to go to these locations and act the fool? But hey, this is what puts money in their pockets.
Involved in a fight with anyone. There were some citizens that were, got really aggressive and came up into my face, and it is what it is.
Long enough, they don't want it longer.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, our rights should be respected too. There should be transparency and accountability within our government, right?
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
Accountability.
Yeah, and transparency, right? It's our government. You're part of the government, and I know a lot of people that are part of the government that agree that transparency should be at the forefront of our democracy here. And when you're not allowing someone to investigate a government agency that gets funded by tax dollars, that's when things start to, seems a little bit more like a North Korea, Russia type of deal. not United States of America, land of the free.
We don't have to go that far.
I mean, putting journalists in jail, you don't think that's a North Korea kind of trait? Yeah, sure, no problem.
Free, film out here, film the car.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to continue my story inside. I would like to continue my story inside. Yeah, sure. I'll wait here. Just in the spirit of not causing a riot here.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Because there will be one.
It sounds like it. Alrighty. So, you see the signs?
I see the notices that somebody printed out on a paper. But listen, trooper, you're not policy enforcement. You're law enforcement, and I don't want to put you in a predicament where I mean, you just have to uphold your oath to the United States Constitution. There's nothing. Again, I don't want to escalate the situation more than it already was. Yeah, no, I don't want to escalate the situation more than it already was escalated in there. But
sounds like it was starting to escalate.
Oh, for sure, it was starting to escalate. But no, but that's why I removed myself from the situation. It is what it is.
I appreciate that too.
It is what it is. But I have a job here to do, and just like you have a job here to do.
Money.
So. Yeah, it's my job, and just like you, we all have jobs to do, and my job is to stand up for the United States, for the people of the United States, and to promote transparency and accountability within our government. So I'm going to continue to do that unless you threaten to arrest me for any particular reason. I don't know what law I'd be breaking, but I'm going to continue about my business. I understand that they're policy, but you're not policy enforcement.
So, one of the concerns about videoing inside of locations like this, what are people getting? What are people coming here to obtain?
Driver's licenses.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's on driver's licenses?
Public addresses.
And personal information, name, date of birth.
Sure.
Are they putting social security numbers on papers?
I have no idea. I don't know the inner workings of it, but I could tell you what I could. Yes, I have. I could tell you one thing though, Trooper. I could tell you I've made about over 300 videos, right? 300 videos of the last 2.5 years. Not one of those videos, while I was editing them and putting them together, not one of them had any sort of, and I've been anywhere from social security offices to Department of Motor Vehicles to social services, everywhere. Not one of them has ever had any identifying information or private information. You would have to really get in there to try and get it. Just panning the walls and looking at the public notices and filming in the publicly accessible areas, that's not going to get any private information. And plus, if I really wanted private information, if that was my goal here, I could just simply secretly record and get all the private information I want, and then you would never be able to do anything about it because there's no law against recording. So again, if the purpose
I'd find you later down the line for using the info.
Well, that's the crime. Gathering that information technically is not a crime. Using that information for purposes other than
conspiracy crimes, right?
Well, yeah, you'd have to be the conspiracy to commit a crime. There would still have to be an underlying crime to the conspiracy, right? So,
have we known each other for long?
No, we haven't. But I assure you, I'm not involved in any criminal conspiracy.
Yeah.
And you have no reasonable suspicion that would state otherwise.
No,
but again,
nice guy,
I'm not involved in any criminal conspiracy. So, my point is that there is nothing illegal about what I'm doing. That I understand that you're referencing that sign and the policy that they have there, but if it was any sort of, it's not lawful because it doesn't have a statute associated with it. There's nothing there. When you stop people from asking questions about their government and recording in public spaces, it leads to a lack of transparency in our government, and the people just how are we ever going to get accountability?
In those public places, do you still have to follow the rules that are
lawful. You have to follow laws. Sure, you have to follow laws.
So can you carry a firearm on school property?
Well, that's different.
Can you carry a firearm?
I
here?
believe you should. I believe you should be able to. But again, there's court precedent for that. There's no court precedent. I believe, me personally, I believe we have a Second Amendment right to carry wherever we are. I mean, I think society as a whole would be safer. But unfortunately, there were too many yes men who decided to say, you know what, that's okay, yeah, for the children, for this, for that, and slowly but surely, our rights got eroded. On our Second Amendment rights got eroded. Our right to bear arms, which our right to bear arms was that right is so we can rise up against a tyrannical government if that day ever came. That's the purpose of it. So when the government's limiting that right, it's kind of like, why are they doing that? And again, this is just a camera. I don't have a firearm on me right now. You know, this is just a camera. So it's not.
I'm saying so. And you can even pan the camera to what I'm looking at.
Yeah, sure.
So there's the two signs that talk about recording and everything, and there's no gun sign. You're saying that the no gun sign has no value?
Well, I believe it has no value. Yeah, I believe it has no value, but there's certain case law that's already been established that would prevent somebody from, I assume, going into. I'm a First Amendment auditor, so I'm here. While I do support the Second Amendment, I support all of our rights, and I believe that our rights shouldn't be infringed upon in any way. They're all important, but we're talking about recording right now, and we're talking about holding the government accountable and just recording in public spaces. I don't see what's the issue with recording in public spaces. There is no. Again, I could just tell you I turned it off, and then that's why this is all so very silly, because I could just tell you I turned it off, or I can put the phone in my pocket and record. And no one in there would know, and I can gather way more sensitive information than I would be able to. For example, if I was to bring if you brought out even a firearm, you want to bring that example. If nobody knew, nobody knew. But the point is, if you did know, if I posted the video, if I recorded in there, you said, if you told me right now, sir, Sean, I am going to arrest you if you go back in there recording. And I said, okay, I'm not going to do that. And then I went back in there recording, but just, secretly where you didn't know. And then I showed you that video. I walked down and I said, hey, I lied to you. I actually did record. There's nothing you could do about it. I'm sure it wouldn't be the first time. I get lied to all the time too. But again, my purpose here is just to, if I can request a supervisor, that would be great. Maybe I can speak to a supervisor regarding the situation, because I would just like to go about exercising my constitutional rights and be on my way and just be about my day.
So the thing is, and it's with any building, any business, any entity, the signs that are posted, they're literally everywhere in this building. I just went through and looked around.
I saw them.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure all the viewers are going to see them too.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're not adhering to the signs, they are able to ask you to leave if you're not here conducting PennDOT business. So if they ask you to leave and you refuse to leave, then you can be trespassed.
So if they told me, for example, if they had a sign that said, nobody with hats are allowed in here, or nobody with certain. Okay, but what if that's a private establishment, sir? But what if they had a sign that said people of a certain color can't come inside this building, and you weren't abiding by that sign? Do you see how the criminal trespass statute can be weaponized?
We're talking about things of color that.
It's the same. It's the same logic. It's the same logic. It's a federal crime.
Have a good one.
It's the same logic. It's a federal crime to violate somebody's constitutional rights under color of law. So if you want to talk about crimes, it is a federal crime to violate somebody's constitutional rights under color of law. But again, just because there is a law doesn't mean that they necessarily enforce that law, unfortunately. But unfortunately, we enforce policies, apparently. But again, I haven't been asked to leave. I'm just going to go back inside. If you want to, I haven't been asked to leave. I'm going to go back inside like I have a right to go back inside. If they do ask me to leave and you tell me that if I don't leave, I'll be arrested, I will leave. And then that gives me standing in a court of law, that my rights were violated. And then I can handle it and I can go for accountability that way. And we'll handle it in the federal court of law. Let the proper way of letting the courts decide.
Okay.
All right. So let's do that. And then I can just be about my day.
Is this gentleman allowed in here? No. No, it's got to be an employee, not everybody else.
No recording in
Sir, please don't yell at him. Ma'am.
No recording. There's no recording in the building due to customers' information, privacy. And that's why we had signs.
Okay.
You have all these cameras over here, ma'am.
So once again.
They're secured
They
cameras.
said I
not
can't.
getting
You can. Yeah, but you can request
by all
those
means, go
cameras.
for that.
Yeah, but again,
Alright.
that's silly.
No, sir.
That's silly.
Sir. So, ma'am, is he allowed in the building right now?
No, so if he's gonna record, no. If he's gonna do business with us, we have no problem.
Okay. So the choice is yours. If you're recording. you
Okay,
have to
so
leave,
no, I just need to hear from you. So
And you will be trespassed.
and I will be
She's asked
arrested.
you to
I will be arrested if I don't leave.
Trespass.
Arrested.
Yeah, technically it's an arrest. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed. Thank you.
All right. Good luck, man.